Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's episode of the Greenlight Weekend podcast. It is January 22nd. It's Friday. That means another episode of the Greenlight Weekend, and we have a sponsor. We are sponsored by Dead Room Comedy. They're a production company and comedy group based in Denver, Colorado. It's my boys Elliot Weber, Jacob Jonas, Josh Emerson, and of course, Jeff Stonick, because he's that goddamn adorable. One of my favorite bisexual men in history. I used to think it was Elliot, but he's basically turned on the bisexual community, so what are you going to do? But check out Dead Room Comedy's new YouTube page at Dead Room Comedy. All this will be in the description. You can also check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Dead Room Comedy or at deadroomcomedy.com. I fucking love Dead Room Comedy. They're our sponsors. They renewed for another year. They're going to pay for, a little bit of my costs, which is super fucking cool. And the fact that they pay comics, they're doing shows, they're doing the goddamn thing. They're making the dream happen in the middle of this whole bullshit pandemic. But hey, we made it to January 22nd. We got a new president. The world didn't burn down. That's fucking sweet. And we got a new episode for you. We got Drew Mitchell in the motherfucking house. Drew Mitchell and Philly Cheese. It was a really fun podcast. Just to put a little description on what happened before this. I had a real shit day. My greenhouse collapsed, which is a bummer. What are you going to do? And then I busted my ass in the middle of the road in front of my coworkers, hurt my knee, couldn't go snowboarding in the powder. So I might have been a little down during this podcast, but I think we still had a good time. Everybody got some jokes in. I know we hit the hype button a couple times, so that's something. Yeah, we had a really fun episode. It was just the first time me and Drew have talked since the last time he was on, and first time Phil and Drew have gotten together. So hopefully we're going to make it a regular thing. I think Keith Winchester is going to be back next week. I think we're going to have maybe Keith and Drew in. I don't know. Might be fucking crazy. I want to say thank you for all the support on the Keith Winchester episode. I got a lot of positive feedback, and that was super fucking cool. I did a Zoom mic last night. That was awful. Went terribly. Not only was I nervous and weird, but the audio and the Zoom connection was getting all fucked up, and then everybody's laughing at me. It's okay. It happens. As a comic, you gotta realize no matter what happens while you're trying to tell jokes, even if you eat shit, you just gotta keep moving on. What are you going to do? Before we start this episode, shout out to the Whiskey Reel, my boy Sean Moe, Animus Marketing in Durango. If you have any marketing needs, hit him up. Sean Moe's a goddamn wizard. If you don't believe it, look at the number boost at the Whiskey Reel. That's Sean Moe. That's his genius. And if you want your numbers to boost, hit up Sean Moe at Animus Marketing. And last but not least, thank you to Ethan Esparza and the Chava people for this beautiful track. I don't know exactly which song I'm going to play, but it's by Ethan Esparza and the Chava people. It's awesome. We're going to play a little taste for you at the beginning, and then the whole song's at the end. So if you get fucking sick of the podcast and you want to hear the whole song, go to the end. You can find all their music links in the description as well. You can find us at GLW_podcast on Instagram, Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook, and greenlightweekend@gmail.com, which is also in the motherfucking description. I do my work, people. This is, it's a labor of love. And I do it because people keep listening, and I appreciate the shit out of you. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, January 22nd, 2021, episode 123 with my boy, Drew Mitchell.
Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled a whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm rocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate, wasn't ready for a bigger step. For the true next, somebody coming at your neck. I could have died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills. And imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals, giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican. Beating my chest like, yeah, what my name is. Ink on my chest, what? My homie spray painting. Summer day, smoke, skate, PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit.
Hey, boys. How we doing?
So good.
Like a drop in a cave,
Dude,
dog.
I haven't seen you guys since the last time we did a podcast, I don't think.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
weird without the fucking
It was right before
mics.
I pissed off Dave.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are broken up?
No, we're good now.
Really? Did
We're
Dave
old
leave?
friends.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's in.
God.
You didn't see the podcast Phil and Dave Friends Forever? That's when they made it.
No.
Did you see the podcast where he flipped out on me on the podcast? He got all mad because I had...
So I started watching that one, but I got
Yeah.
so annoyed with Dave that I stopped watching it before that happened.
Weird.
Yeah.
We shouldn't just talk shit about Dave this whole time, but
Well, that's drunk Dave, or at least that it seemed like
They're
drunk
different
Dave.
people.
Yeah.
It's different people for sure.
he says he doesn't listen to this anyway, so...
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, Dave.
He's fine with everybody else talking shit, apparently.
Just me. And don't do it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of people get super sensitive with Facebook because
Dude,
it's
oh
public.
my God. Just
you
like
know,
the
and-
Durango comedy scene, I've seen some of the like bitchiest Facebook shit.
So soft.
Oh my God.
Bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
Say it right now. Bunch of bitches.
Bunch of bitches.
I'm going to start this joint sooner than last time.
I like how we get our own separate joints, but we have to share a lighter.
It's COVID, bro.
Yeah.
We can share fire. Fire is sanitary.
Okay. I
how it
also love how people just make up rules about how COVID
Oh, yeah.
works.
Yeah, like if you wear rubber gloves but don't change them,
Right.
that somehow stops the spread of
Just
COVID.
touching money in your nose
Yeah.
and your fucking
You're just-
ears and
Or if
shit.
you're in a group of 10, safe. 11,
Mhm.
fucked.
No, yeah, they're going to
gonna
call the
die.
cops on you.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
My mom got vaccinated though, so like I pretty much don't give a shit anymore.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad and my little sister got vaccinated because they both work in the medical field in New Mexico.
Nice.
My mom got COVID, and now
Really?
yeah,
Oh fuck.
seems to be okay. And she has MS.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a hoax.
She said it was rough, but it
Really?
didn't like almost kill her. She just
Yeah.
said it was like swallowing glass for 3 or 4 days. Her throat really hurt, but
That sounds awful.
yeah,
One of my
it doesn't
friends
sound great.
who's like super hypochondriac, and she's like an athlete, like in great shape, didn't go anywhere, and then went to Nevada to go camping, like with her boyfriend, and they both got COVID.
From what?
I don't know.
A gas station, maybe?
Something, yeah. It's just so funny. Like they're so cautious and so scared,
Yeah.
and then like step outside of bounds like one little bit, and
Because their
Blammo.
immune system probably sucked.
probably.
Dude, when I was going to Phoenix for Christmas, I went to Phoenix for Christmas. It was lovely. But there was so many like little towns and gas stations we stopped at. Just no masks. And they kind of look at you like an asshole for
Right.
wearing a mask. It's like, dude, I'm from another state. Like, I'm trying not
Yeah.
to kill you motherfuckers. And I'm also going to see my mom, who's, let's be honest, a little bit high risk, you know? So I was
There's
trying to
been-
be as safe as
There's
possible.
been studies that it actually does help you a little bit because you could get a less concentrated dose
Right.
of the vaccine, and when it has less COVID in your lungs, you have less likely. It's going to be the symptoms are going to be a lot less.
What helps
Right.
you a little bit? The mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
it
a
makes
small
Like
sense.
you
dose.
just get like a little sick.
Yeah. It's not going to stop you from getting completely sick,
Just a
but
smaller
there's
concentration
been
of the
studies,
virus.
that says that the less virus you have, the less severe your symptoms are going to be.
Weird.
It's like a hangover,
Yeah.
basically.
Like anything else,
Less
if you
shots
take
you
too much
take.
acid,
Yeah.
you might.
Everything in
Nice.
moderation, even COVID,
Even acid.
even acid,
Especially acid. Especially acid.
especially.
Especially.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah, it's funny when you say words wrong, but you know it's wrong, and then you feel like a dum-dum.
I
Yeah,
have
I'm
this
horrible.
friend that says like, especially, or no, yeah, especially or like shit like that, but then says excavator, like an excavator.
Or irregardless.
Yeah, he like just. I think he does it on purpose. Like it's so fucked up.
It happens, though. You
Yeah.
can develop a pattern in your brain if you do that,
Oh,
like as
yeah.
a joke in the beginning, and then all of a sudden you just don't know how to say words. Like, that's a real thing.
Right. Oh yeah. Or like, if you think about it too much.
Or if you make racist, like, native voices all the time, and then it just comes out,
Right.
even when you're with your native friends. That's not good,
That's not good.
right?
No.
That was our childhood.
Yeah.
We didn't know
Yeah.
how racist it was.
When I'm in New Mexico, people still do it all the time.
Right.
And it's when I hear it now, I'm just like, you're kind of a piece of shit. But
Dude, I was like talking to my dog yesterday, and I think I was just telling him what to do, and it kind of came out a little bit. And I was like, fuck. Shit's in there deep.
Yeah.
it's definitely in there deep, especially when I'm with like my family that lives on the border of the res. It just
Right.
happens, you know, like the more you're around it, then it just starts to seep into your brain.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
fun accent. It really is.
Yeah,
Any accent's fun,
Yeah,
man.
For real.
Yeah.
it's
I'm-
true.
I'm
Especially
bad at most of
Yeah.
them. But
Especially the Borat accent.
It's very nice.
My wife.
Very nice. I like.
We got. I've been smoking meat once a week.
Uh-huh.
If you follow me on
Just
social
once a
media,
week?
you know that once a week, baby. Once a week, I try to.
I think you'd smoke meat anytime you had the
I try to
opportunity.
pray the gay away. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, smoking meat once a week. So we're doing like a friends dinner because my good buddy Evan is now dating Kelly's best friend, which
Oh.
could end terribly.
Wait.
Yeah, that's not always great.
Oh man, we can't name names, can we?
Well, we can say Evan, but yeah, I'd prefer to keep her name out of
We
it.
all know now.
I know her though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it who I think it is?
Not the bitchy one.
Huh.
Really narrowing it down.
Yeah. No.
Not the bitchy one.
Interesting.
Not the one that does stand-up comedy and talks shit about her boyfriend. That one. Not that one.
Yeah, she's confusing. Confusing person.
She's hard to handle.
Okay.
Women are
I
all
thought it was
kinda
me.
confusing.
Yeah, but this one's.
Yeah, this one especially.
Especially.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he's dating my girlfriend's best friend now. So we've been doing these like weekly dinners with the smoked meats I'm making, which are nice. So I bought a bunch of Cards Against Humanity and all the expansion packs and shit, just for like shit to do while we're all hanging out. Evan got a hot tub, which was a bitch to put in his backyard, but it is very nice to sit in.
That's
I'll
sweet.
give him that. Very hard to get in his backyard.
I'm just like running through Kelly's best friends in my head.
I was
Is-
thinking
is
that it
it
probably
the-
turns into like a swinger fest.
Is it
Is
the
where
crazy
you're going
one?
with it.
Well, then we
After Cards of
swap
Humanity.
girls,
Yeah.
and then we all
Yeah, I
have an
just wanted
orgy.
to know.
Me and Evan fuck, and then the girls do their thing. It
That
is what it
sounds
is.
great. I wish I could.
Are you guys Eskimo brothers?
No. Well,
No?
I
Me
don't
and
think
Evan are.
so. No, yeah.
You and Evan are?
Yeah,
I don't think we are.
yeah, we are.
Are we?
Yeah, we are. Same girl that me and Evan are Eskimo brothers with, but
Oh!
there's no need to get specific. you
No.
know? She's a lovely person.
Yeah,
and
no, she's
I'm still a
great.
big fan of her.
Yeah, we're still friends.
It's so hot, it's ridiculous. Which is why we all succumb to the temptation, I suppose.
For sure.
Just animals.
I don't know. I had nothing else to say. I've been smoking pork butt though.
Sex
fucking
is
good.
nice.
Sex is good. It's
weird.
very weird.
It
man.
can be very weird.
And it's very like emotional for some people.
Mhm.
Like you can really hurt people's feelings is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know, just
I was wondering where you're
just
going
at the
with
mention of a former, you know, like
Oh,
my
yeah,
girlfriend
that's
knows
weird.
people. She's aware of who I've slept with because we've been very honest with each other. And
That's good.
every time she bumps into one of them, like she comes home with a story and feelings. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that person, to be honest. Like,
Right.
just so you know, they hold no place in my mind, but there's still like emotional damage that happens.
They were
because
only
of my
cock
dick.
puppets.
Yeah, bro, cock puppets.
that. Just like Elmo.
Just, yeah.
There was a few cock puppets back in the day. We should have named a episode cock puppets. We
Cock
might have.
Puppets.
We might have. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rough, just small town shit when you run into like several of them in a day.
Dude, I did a comedy show. 4.
I was going to say I had 4 to show once
4.
too. It was
Yeah.
at the Union.
Mm.
It was like that loud night with the biker guy.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a rough night.
When
for
Dave
me.
looked like a hero.
Yeah.
No, we all ate shit.
Yeah.
Josh Fournier did good.
Yeah, he did.
I had
He's a
Josh on the
badass.
podcast a couple weeks ago.
He was up here?
No, zoomed it.
Oh, sick.
Zoomed it. I'm so happy to have people back in here. I'm so sick of zooming, dude. The
Yeah, I
lag.
fucking hate
You
Zoom.
lose all the connection. Like
Yeah.
the quick responses and the laughs.
And there's
that
less
come from that.
vibes too.
Plus, yeah,
Like,
plus you're
you
just
don't
on a
feel the
computer.
vibes,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
As far as Zoom guests, though, Josh Fournier was probably the best.
Really?
Way better than Dave. Just leaps and bounds. So much more entertaining. And he understands it. Like, he's been doing TikToks and
Right.
Zoom stuff. Because he's one of the comedians in our little circle that's actually fucking working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he's, like, really good with the lag and everything. And it made it really fucking easy.
I'm
And
not one of those comedians.
you just got to realize that it's a give and then a take.
Right.
Like there's no intermediate like jabs.
Yeah, I was listening to, I think it was Andrew Schultz talking about it, how like he changed his delivery style for like
for that
doing it-
Netflix special.
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
YouTube
Yeah, I
show.
think that's exactly what it was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Was it Rogan?
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
That was good. It
It
was
was-
interesting.
I listened to it on my way to Phoenix. and my fucking iPhones. You got your little adapter that hooks up to the aux cord.
Right.
And
The dongle.
Kelly was sleeping, and the phone was on her lap.
And she drooled on it.
No,
She pissed her pants.
I grabbed it by the dongle, and that was like the last straw for it. It just died. Dude, we were 30 minutes outside of like fucking Cortez. You know, the trip just started. There's nowhere on the res to buy a fucking dongle. So I had my headphones in for a while, and then we were using her phone, which just, it's old, not great. So like, and the service kept cutting out. It was very frustrating.
We found a little adapter at Target for Coel's phone that you can plug in the aux and
Power
charge it
cord?
at the same time.
Yeah. I have one of those,
It's like a little T.
but it doesn't fucking, I tried it in here and it's got fuzz, whereas the other one doesn't, you know?
That's annoying.
So I didn't know this for like the first 2 years that I owned it, but my truck will let my phone connect to it with Bluetooth.
That's
It's
embarrassing.
always nice.
Yeah, I was just like pressing buttons one day, and like music started playing, and I was like, "Oh, motherfucker!" Because I was using the dongle to like the aux,
It was like doo doo.
and then I like pressed the button twice. Yeah, it was like doo doo, and then music started playing. I was like, "Well,
That's awesome.
yeah."
I figured that out with my truck within like a week of having it, but it doesn't play audio. It's just calls
phone.
only.
Dusty's
Yeah,
too.
so mine, I knew it did the phone,
Yeah.
like calls, but I didn't know it did audio too.
I've spent hours in Dusty's truck trying to make his audio play. 'Cause I'm like, it doesn't make sense that the
doesn't.
phone works and the fucking music doesn't, you know?
Right? Is it a Nissan?
No, it's a Toyota.
Okay.
But what year? What year is it?
I don't know.
Like a below 2013, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
like
those
an 11.
those first Bluetooth weren't as advanced,
Yeah.
sending as
That's
much
what my
data.
last truck was. Is like an 11 Nissan, and it would do the phone, but not the audio.
Yeah, mine's an 07 and it just does the phone.
Some bullshit.
Fucking peasant.
Mine's a 96.
I know.
Nada.
Dude, what's going on with Bitcoin, Phil?
We've been talking about it a lot lately.
Really?
But
Well, I'm an idiot.
it's sitting
so-
around $37,000.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna.
it's doing well.
It's bouncing before. Yeah, it's doing great. It's
Chaos
It
is
needed
good for
this
Bitcoin.
correction. It's not healthy for it to just go straight up.
It hit 30 and then just went straight back to 35, and it's just been riding that line.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I've been
just-
waiting for it to go down so I can snag up a little more, you know. I'm an addict
Right.
now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's good. Just buy the dips.
Yeah.
It's always like 2 hours
It's
before
when it-
I get off
if
that it
it-
dips though. That's what pisses me
It's
off.
definitely not the peak of the bull cycle. There's
Right.
there's a bull and bear cycle, and there's so much institutional money
Dude, that's
in it
so
right now
shitty, yeah.
that it's holding a stable foundation.
But it's kind
at
of cool
around-
because it gives it a new foundation, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
what I've noticed.
Yeah, no, it sucks for the
It
whole
raises
like
the barrier to entry, though.
yeah, it's validating it.
Yeah.
It's it's giving it an actual adoption.
Yeah, you got
Which
in
makes
it.
it
What,
not cool.
I know it does, but that's how it's never gonna go anywhere if it's. I mean, unless you want it to stabilize.
if it's
Yeah.
just all people
Around-
like us.
Yeah, $100, and it's
Well,
just
maybe
peer to
not Drew.
peer, and
Drew's
like
rich.
you have to. It's gonna take over eventually, probably, but you still gotta have the U.S. government on board
Right.
to where they want to get some too, so they can stay in a little bit of control. Because
Yeah.
it's a new paradigm
That's
shift.
happening.
Well, they don't like it because you can't track like blockchain as easily as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Banks that you've been.
But
in
they
You
control
can
still-
for
track it
100 years.
exactly,
Banks-
but you can't manipulate.
Banks are
Right.
still the biggest money launderers
Right.
out there. Like, it's just the fact it's an old dinosaur system that's being dematerialized.
It's all made up, bro.
Like, fucking digital cameras or regular film cameras were dematerialized by digital cameras.
There was the few holdouts.
CDs
like
and
Tarantino.
all this stuff it's becoming digital. It's smarter money. If we are still have the internet and we are still going in the digital age, it's the smarter money to have. It's smarter than gold. It's just
yeah, I
easier
like
to.
that every unit has like a hash associated with it, making it unique.
Yeah.
Because like in the bank, like they could change the number,
Yeah, exactly.
like just arbitrarily, and I'd be like, "Fuck, I don't remember."
You
doing
don't know
that.
what the Federal Reserve. You don't know what the
Right.
quantitative easing or whatever it's called.
That's good.
You don't know how that works. But basically, there's fucking printing money. They can print as much money as they want, and the people who don't have assets, the value of their cash in the bank goes down every year.
It's a fucking pyramid scheme. It's
Exactly,
what it is.
it is. It's a Ponzi scheme,
Yeah.
and that's what they're so afraid of cryptocurrencies and bitcoins and right now the DeFi, the decentralized finance world. That's what's going to be big next. Aave and synthetics and
Good to know.
all those, I probably have 5-10% in each one of those. Or out of my whole portfolio, I probably have 10-15% in all those different DeFi.
You got that Aave, dog?
I've got Aave, yeah.
Damn, I don't got no Aave.
Synthetics.
I don't even
Chainlink is the next. It's gonna be like
that one sounds badass.
in long term, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and now I think Chainlink. All the other ones are gonna crash hard in the next bear market. So like most
like
likely,
Litecoin and shit?
Litecoin is actually been very stable throughout. It's one of the oldest coins, and it's always been in the top 10. So it's probably a pretty good hold. But
was there like a big Sorry, I just got bored.
Oh, you go. Go for it.
Was there like a big fluctuation, like because of the crazy shit that happened a couple weeks ago, or like, do you see like?
Actually, whenever there's like gnarly shit going on, it usually goes up.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Since March.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Crazy.
Does it like react differently to what's going on in meat space?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah. There's I do half fundamental analysis and then half technical analysis because you have to have both of them because shitty stories will move the price up and down.
Huh.
But I think what happened this last correction was retail money starting to jump in, people that don't know anything about it.
Right.
And then they see it go down. They make 10% and then they see it go down and they're like, oh, this is the top.
Right.
Without knowing anything about the bull cycles. If this is the end of the bull cycle, it's done. It's going to do something completely different that it's never, ever done before in its whole life.
I hope it does.
I don't.
Yeah. I would like it to be more predictable, and I'm going to keep asking Phil.
Yeah, if it stays on this course, it will get to $1 million at some point in its life.
Damn.
You get in at 35K right now, Drew.
$1 million for a Bitcoin?
Mm-hmm.
You get in at 35K.
There's
right
only
now.
21 million ever created. How many millionaires are there in the world? More than 21 million. So they know that they can't have one Bitcoin to themselves, all of them. So people are jumping on it.
Huh.
And there will be another bear market, and it could go down 80% from the top. So if you want to hold it through that, my plan, I think, is once it hits 100,000, I'm going to dollar cost average out of it by maybe 75%. I don't want to ever sell all of it,
Yeah.
but you can, you're going to get hit with fees and all kinds of shit. If you like start dollar cost averaging out of it at about $100,000, like 5% a week, I don't think it's going to go past 400,000 during this bull market, but it's going to hit 100,000. If it doesn't, every single crypto person out there is going to be fucking baffled because it's crazy that it's not hit that.
And that was such a significant difference. I know it's going to hit 100,000. I don't think it's going to go past 400,000. But
there's going to be
so much.
there's probably going to
it's a
be
big
these
gap.
huge wicks from the candle that taps 400,000 and then it's going to start going down.
Kind of like COVID deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's those big days,
It's true. We were hitting big numbers there for a minute.
It seems like it's going down, though.
It's
At least in
it's
Colorado.
kind of stabilized. Oh, COVID. I
Yeah.
thought we were still talking about Bitcoin. Sorry.
Same thing, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Same.
It's a virus.
35,000. It's about the same.
Yeah.
How many people have died now?
I think it was like
Like
in the U.S. or in the world.
in the U.S.?
I think it's like 200,000.
Yeah.
They just said.
Do you
on the
know how
radio
many
when
in
I
the
was
world?
driving over here. No, I have no idea.
Huh.
At least like a couple million,
A lot.
something like that.
I think we're gonna like look back on this in a couple years and like look at all the data. And like I don't think we've ever studied a medical phenomenon this like intensely as we have
No.
COVID. So a lot of shit's gonna come out of it, like once we're back up on top.
Like teach us how to not lock down the economy for
Well, that or
8
just
months,
how to like
9 months.
cure diseases or like how diseases statistically spread or like work.
Yeah.
Just
I just
because,
wonder
like-
what cities are going to look like in 2
Yeah, I don't
years.
know.
That's why they got the vaccine going so fast, is because people
Right.
were losing money. So,
Yeah.
and they've already been kind of studying these coronaviruses
Yeah, well,
for
that's
a
what
while,
I'm
so
saying.
that
But now, like, they knew a little bit before, but
Yeah,
now they know
no.
so much,
Yeah.
or they will.
You imagine the level of like tension in these rooms
Yeah, 2
Like-
million deaths worldwide.
when people, when the numbers would go up when you're like studying the vaccine or whatever. Like, how
Right.
much stress were those people under?
Probably a lot. They've never made a vaccine that quick before.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Contagion?
No.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm.
I think so. Is that where the
I
people's
learned
skin
about
falls
it
off?
after this.
Does people's skin fall off in that?
No,
one?
it's like a really, really bad cold.
Oh.
It's very I watched it at the beginning of the pandemic while I was painting
What's the one
painting
with
our
the
room.
the monkey,
That one is
and then it like invades
with-
that town, and people's skin melt off,
And
like
then
it's an Ebola thing.
they're like trying to blow it up.
Yeah, and then they drop a
Oh,
bomb
what-
on it, but it like goes over the ocean because
Yeah, because Dennis Hoffman? No,
Dennis Leary.
not Dennis Hoffman. Fuck, the guy that plays, the Fokker dad.
De Niro.
No, not De Niro. The actual Fokker dad.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
What's
know.
his
Well, we
fucking
all
name?
know what you're saying.
Okay, well it's that guy. And
Fokker.
yeah,
Outbreak.
Outbreak. That's what it is. Yeah, that one's and it's got Cuba Gooding
Yeah,
Jr. in
Cuba
it.
Gooding Jr.
And
He's,
with,
like, driving a
Morgan
Humvee.
Freeman.
Yeah.
After Snow Dogs,
Yeah,
I
Morgan
haven't watched
Freeman's
any
the
of Cuba's
president in that,
movies.
isn't he? Or
No,
something?
he's like another
Or
medical
a scientist
army
guy.
colonel or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Plays the same character he does in Batman.
Kinda.
Nice.
Yeah. He's like the good but bad guy. Like
Right.
and he's the one that kind of makes the final order not to bomb the city
Right.
because they found the cure or whatever.
Yeah.
And him and Cuba Gooding are flying over there to give him the cure.
Yep.
The Crazies.
Yeah, and then the
That's
plane-
another good one.
Oh yeah, that one is
That one's a little more zombie-ish, but it's fucking
weird, like murder zombies.
yeah. They're like crazy, like rabies almost.
Yeah.
That was the good one. We went and saw that when we lived in Farmington.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? I remember being in the Jeep listening to Slipknot, and it was snowing really bad. And then we just watched the Crazies.
That's the one where they're like in the school and the people are strapped down to gurneys, and then like a
Yeah.
crazy gets in with a pitchfork.
Uh huh.
Yeah. That's
And the
gnarly.
one there was one lady that was alive, and she was like watching him go
Yeah.
person to person.
I can't stand that.
You
shit.
don't remember that? I know for sure we went and watched that. Leo was with us.
I just blanked all that out.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Tenet?
Uh-uh.
Oh. It's the same guy that made like the Batman movies. Made another crazy.
Which
movie.
Batman movies?
The Dark Knight ones.
What's
Can't
that
remember
guy's
that
name?
after. Christian Bale was the actor.
Yeah.
Oh, the director's name?
Oh.
I can't
Chris
remember.
Nolan?
Chris Nolan, yeah.
I've never heard of that. Maybe I have. It sounds familiar, but I
It's
can't think of
new. They, like,
anything.
you can only stream it. Like it never
Mhm.
went to theaters or anything, which
Oh.
is crazy.
Do you guys like Charlie Hunnam?
Uh-huh. Not like where I'm stoked to see every single one of his movies, but
Right.
I liked him in.
I think he's mostly in bad movies, but
I was trying so hard to get his hair in Sons of Anarchy,
Oh,
but you
damn.
know my hair's fucked. And
Right.
it's, even with all the laser hats and shit, doesn't grow back.
I could pull it off for sure.
my hair's
Well,
fucked
I
too,
could
so-
grow it, but I don't know if I could pull it off. Let's be honest.
I liked him in The Gentleman.
Yeah. Really good in The
I still
Gentleman.
haven't
Yeah.
seen that. I
What?
need to watch it. Yeah, I got a baby. It's tough to watch movies
So
like
good,
that.
dude.
Watch the movie with the baby. It won't remember any of the
It's
swear
not
words.
super gnarly. It's not super gnarly. It's not the crazies.
Dude,
you know?
a baby would not understand what was going on.
I
at
know.
all.
I think
I barely did.
their vision hasn't really developed yet. So like super, they're not supposed to watch TV unless it's like baby.
Blindfold it.
What about Snow Dogs? I could watch Snow
No,
Dogs.
like any kind of. I don't know. They're not
Yeah.
really supposed to watch screens,
Right.
from what I've read. I'm not
Babies?
a scientist.
For how long? Probably
they-
forever.
Yeah, I mean,
Ideally.
Yeah, look how you turned out.
She's
I know,
already
right? Yeah, I'm
addicted
fucked.
to
Really?
screens. Like she chases my phone around and like she fucking.
I think about that a lot. Like, obviously, I'm not a parent, but like, if I was, I
Obviously.
don't even know how I would fucking.
Yeah, we have to
navigate
like
that.
limit it for sure. She watches like there's YouTube baby sensory and it's like shapes and shit that float around and like she's way more engaged with them too.
It's like
Weird.
that
But like a
video we
cart-
used to put on for the dogs. It's like other dogs.
kinda. Exactly.
They were just like,
I know. They don't even do any. I put one of those on the other day and they were just like,
Really?
Whatever.
I catch Shiva watching TV all the time. It's fascinating.
That's funny because Callie, her sister, does that same thing
Yeah.
for hours. She'll literally sit there and just watch TV.
It's entertaining. Wow, what were we talking about? Oh, I watched this
Charlie
Charlie Hunnam
Hunnam.
movie, and it was the new one. It's like a boxing movie. Garbage.
Mm.
Just hot garbage.
So
I was
bad.
excited about it. I paid for it
Oh,
like,
no.
on Amazon. I was so bummed.
What was bad about it?
Yeah, it was just boring. Boring as
Mm.
fuck. And
So many movies these days are
less
just boring.
or it just wasn't that like satisfying at the end, like all this build up for like a very, it was like a lackluster orgasm after you put in a bunch of work,
Yeah.
just like an hour and a half of just
Stroking.
eating pussy.
I
Yeah,
don't like movies that have like no point to them.
Right.
And it's just like you watch it for 2 hours and it really didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Or like if they're trying to be super edgy and just like everybody dies in the end, it's like, well,
Yeah.
I fucking invested in that for nothing.
If it was action packed.
Yeah.
All the
Nice.
John Wicks are awesome.
Yeah, those are sick.
The Atomic Blonde, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Same,
loved
same.
Atomic Blonde.
She's,
Dude,
yeah, female John Wick.
Charlize.
Dude,
All day.
Charlize, and then the music and just like
Yeah.
style in that movie's so fucking cool.
Even, dude, she's the only woman I've seen like bald. Like
Right.
in Mad Max, I want to fuck her the whole movie. She's got engine grease on her face.
Yeah, I really like the monster. She's around.
She's a little chubbier, real fucking
She
unhinged.
seems like she knows how to fuck.
The sex would be intense for sure.
Crazier's better if that's all you're going for.
You're definitely gonna die at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I found a good mid-range when it comes to women.
Dude, I was stoned
Just
the other
crazy
night
enough.
and watched this documentary on YouTube about praying mantises. And
What?
the
sounds
female
awesome.
praying mantis will sometimes chop the male's head off
Decapitate.
and then fuck his dead body to get pregnant because it's easier that way.
Right.
It's true.
That's so intense.
I want to die with a boner, so somebody could use it.
Fuck a praying mantis.
So males are very cautious sometimes, but then they,
It's
everybody
like
gets
complete
horny.
opposites.
Yeah.
The women are the rapists. The men are like, I don't know if
They're
I
like
want to fuck.
serial killers. Sometimes, like if it's the right male, but and
If it's the right male, they live.
yeah.
Like if they find a super alpha, fucking G'd
But
up.
the females are so much bigger than the males.
Interesting.
Huh.
That's
It's so
probably why they
crazy.
continue to procreate, like as a species. Like the hyena. The women have the false dick, and they just
Oh right.
fuck the male hyenas to establish dominance. Like that's why they still exist, because there's a head bitch in charge keeping all the dumbasses in check. Hyenas are wild cards.
Hyenas are cool.
There's.
Praying mantises are cool. They can like turn
So
their
cool.
fucking heads around. And
Have you
shit.
seen the pictures of the African dudes like walking hyenas,
Yeah.
like on a chain?
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
shit's
so gangster.
So that's the ultimate gangster card. Like,
Yeah.
just like
Can you imagine like walking down the sidewalk in LA with a fucking hyena on a chain?
dude,
How big are they? Are they pretty?
Huge,
they're
dude.
pretty
Yeah,
big.
they're-
really big.
they're
Like
fucking
mastiff
big.
size.
No, bigger.
Really?
Way bigger.
Damn.
like yeah.
I've only
like
seen them at the
hip height.
zoo, and they were like some fucking.
They're lean, though.
skinny little.
They're lean but like tall.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably so they can be fast.
Probably like what, 150 pounds?
I don't even know.
200?
I don't know, man. You should Google it.
I'm not going to. I'm too lazy. I'll do
Let's get some facts on this show.
that. Facts.
Phil's the young Jamie. I got this computer so I could do Zooms and plug it into the interface
Uh-huh.
because I don't have an Apple, so the interface and the program don't all fucking work together on one computer.
Uh-huh.
So I got another one that was like $300. And this thing, you have to start it like 20 minutes before you want to use it. It's fucking brand new, dude. I've been
That's,
writing on it, and last night I was like, oh, I had the creative juices flowing, I was like working through shit in my head, and I was like, I got to put this shit down.
Right.
Turned it on. I shit you not. I was sitting there for 20 minutes waiting for fucking loading and connecting to the internet and shit.
That's so frustrating.
Buying a shitty computer is the worst thing. Worst idea ever. This pretty nice computer, I bought it like 3 years ago. It is so much better than that brand new computer I just got. It's a goddamn shame.
They're pieces of shit. The ones that you buy for $300.
I just hate all computers.
But the function I bought it to serve was Zoom, and it has served me well
That's
in that
good.
respect.
You
But
just got to warm her up. It's probably
bro,
carbureted.
an hour before, I just fucking yeah, fucking spray some ether in it, get her going on a cold morning.
It backfires.
Every time I think about buying a carbureted car, I think about a cold morning. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I guess if you were going to buy a carbureted car, for me, it'd be an old truck, which would be dope, or something rear-wheel drive with a way too big of an engine.
Oh yeah.
So you wouldn't drive it in the snow,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
So that's a summer car, which sounds awesome.
Dude, I have that old Willys, that 51.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
It is sick, and it'll get you where you're going, but like
At like 7 miles a
not
gallon.
on your schedule at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 7 miles a gallon.
Yeah, my grandpa's got a 71,
Really?
and it's fucking dope. Dusty, my uncle found it out in Arbalese. It'd been sitting for fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
They sanded it all down, repainted it, fucking,
Right.
tuned up everything. I think they put a new engine in it, but it's sick as fuck now. It's a 4-speed fucking feels like you're driving an old mail truck, which probably was. Or it's something
Probably.
like,
Yeah, they did use those.
That's
for-
exactly what it feels like. Feels like you're in the army in a shitty old, like in MASH.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes mine just like won't start, or like you have like it's a manual choke, and then it doesn't have a key to start it. There's like a foot pedal that you have to like put your foot under the dash and press
That
down
hits
on.
the starter.
Yeah, it, like
Really?
literally
Uh-huh.
touches the starter.
Sick. It's a manual connection.
Yeah,
That's
like
awesome, dude. You know how many times I used to have to jump my Jeep like that?
I was thinking about that.
But you have to like do that with your foot and then adjust the choke with your hand. So like sometimes when it's like 100 degrees out, I'll flood it. Like it'll
Right.
flood instantly.
Yeah.
It's like an old motorcycle.
Right. And it's like now I got to sit here for 20 minutes and wait for this thing to fucking be ready
Let
to go.
everything settle.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be late.
That's sick though.
Yeah, fuel injection's great.
I love it.
It's so nice.
Yeah, every time somebody's
Minus
like,
5 outside.
I don't want to
starts
buy a
right
new
up.
car. They're like too complicated. I'm like, yeah, but they work.
Yeah.
My truck's like the perfect in between.
Right.
It might die the first time you start it, but then you pump the gas 2 times if it's real cold, you know. You'll start it and
Yeah.
it'll just vroom.
I'm
Pump the
always
gas 2
looking at
times,
those on
start it, and it
Craigslist.
fucking runs, dude. You
Yeah.
got to get the Eddie Bauer though.
That's
And
what
it's got to be the 351. Don't
Yeah.
fuck around with the 302 in my opinion.
So I've seen a couple of those on Craigslist, and I'm just like, fuck, that's Brian's truck. That'd be sick.
They're hard to find,
Yeah,
like a
in good shape.
nice
too,
one. Yeah. Like I was so happy when I found mine. Took like 2 years.
Are you still trying to get a van?
I'm gonna put a new engine in my truck, and then I've been cleaning the food truck. Me and Evan have been every day off, pretty much, except yesterday. We've been working in that goddamn food truck, and I don't know if you've ever scrubbed the entire inside ceilings and walls of an Airstream.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Not fun.
I bet.
Fucking blows, dude. Like I can put in like 90 minutes, and then I'm fucking over it. You
Yeah.
know, I got this brush it's like a 2-hand brush, and you're just fucking walls, ceilings. There's fucking bleach going everywhere. It's crazy. But yeah, it's looking really good.
You guys are just
Hard work
fixing
pays
that
off.
up still.
Yeah, just cleaning. You know,
Sprucing.
I don't know if they ever cleaned it. Like
It's all just grease. And
the
shit.
walls and ceilings, dude. Yeah, they were completely different color than what it's supposed to be. You know, everything, every fucking inch. They never wiped down a wall. It seems like it's fucking crazy, but it's coming along, dude. And my recipes, we're gonna eat some pork after this. If you guys want, maybe a little,
I'd
maybe a
love to.
taco.
I'd love
Sure.
a taco.
But you'll see, my recipes are coming along. I took them to work today, and the boss man was like, "Dude, this shit is fire,"
nice.
and he knows what I'm doing. You know,
He knows meat.
well, he knows I'm starting a fucking food company, and I
Oh,
work in a
right.
kitchen. Look at that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the whole thing looks like that.
I can see it from here.
Every fucking inch takes 60 seconds
Yeah,
to clean an inch.
forever.
You know what I mean? So like when you're getting like a big swath, like in between seams on the walls, it's like a 40-minute project.
Right.
And it's real easy to just get run down. It'd be fucking over it.
I just refinished the like old wood floor in my house
Nice.
with like a fucking special sander thing. It was a very similar terrible job.
Yeah.
Just getting like 50 years of like lacquer and dirt and like there's some nails and shit in there that the sander just tear up, and then you'd have to fix that board and
Right.
put a new fucking belt on it.
That's some man shit though.
Yeah, it looks sick now.
Hell yeah. You own a house, man.
You gotta spruce it up.
I gotta come over.
You
I
should.
want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still gotta do trim once I get all that done.
Damn,
I'll have you over.
still on trim.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
We're trying to find a house. But God damn, it's expensive.
Trying to buy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to live.
In
I'm tired
Forest
of
Lakes?
the. Yeah. Coel would live out there.
Yeah.
It's not too. I just don't want. I want Kai to go to Durango High.
But think about this morning in Forest Lakes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to
that'd be
house
so
sit out
fun.
there, and it was always like, you'd get out there, and it was the steepest driveway in the world. Like,
Yeah, they're all on hillside.
so goddamn steep. So I'd have to, like, park in the bottom. One time I got stuck in the ditch at the bottom. Like, just a nightmare to house sit this fucking house. But they watched our dogs sometimes, so it was like this give and take, you know? But
Right.
every time I'd show up and just have to park at the bottom because there was like a foot and a half of snow to
Yeah.
drive. And it's a long driveway.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have a snowblower. It was like a shitty shovel.
Yeah.
It's like, good luck.
If I had a dope ass like Can-Am with a plow on it,
Right.
go out and have fun. But it is a lot of fucking work.
Dude, I've
But I
thought
don't.
about...
I also don't want to live right in town.
No.
I kind of want to have some land.
I
I want
like
to be
it.
away from people. I want to do some redneck shit if I want to.
La Poste is
Totally.
perfect for it,
It is. It is. But that's
Weasel
what I'm saying. I
skin area,
can't
but
find.
that shit's
Can't find anything out there.
high dollar. Yeah.
We might just get a piece of land and
Put a trailer on.
put a trailer on while we try to build a house.
It's when you look at the long plan, like Bitcoin or whatever,
Yeah.
that is the intelligent move because land is always going up.
Right.
If you can find a piece of land with utilities,
Yeah.
dude,
And
even if you have to
that's
fucking bury a
not-
septic tank or something, that is not that big of a deal.
Yeah, an $80,000 piece of land with a house on it becomes $500,000.
Right.
Like,
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I
crazy.
got lucky and bought my house like 10 years ago,
yeah,
9 years ago,
Damn.
which I thought it was crazy expensive then. Like, I didn't think
Yeah.
I could afford it, but I had just like 2 roommates and
I think we're
made
gonna
it,
get.
like, it worked out,
Yeah.
but like,
I
thought
think
it
we're
was
gonna get
crazy.
another market correction in real estate too
Maybe.
in the next couple of years. I really do.
I bet it'll be pretty small here. Like in 2008,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
only
yeah.
went down 10%.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I can't imagine it would out-de-perform
But even that, if it does go down 10%, I'll be stoked about that. If I don't know, there needs to be something
Yeah.
that pops up that is perfect, but it's just expensive.
That's like a lot of the problem with real estate. Like the same thing is happening that you're talking about with Bitcoin. Like organizations are buying up like tons of houses and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, and then the whole Airbnb thing has really caused like a large shortage in some communities.
China?
Of, like available housing. Yeah, fucking China.
They're buying up land everywhere. From what I hear.
Yeah,
Mm.
they're doing all sorts of crazy.
I read
shit.
headlines. Yeah, fucking coronavirus.
Yeah. What's with
Eating
you
bats
guys?
and shit.
Fucking Kung flu. Wasn't there the Hong Kong flu in like 91?
I call it the China virus.
China.
Because it's from China.
He's not wrong. He's orange,
I
but he's
know.
not wrong.
But it's just like you couldn't unite us a little bit. Like you always
like-
every single speech you got to say the Chinese virus.
I would have taken Obama all day.
Yeah.
I like so many times like, okay, Trump is finally gonna step up and be a man about this, to like put it the way I actually felt.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna man up on this shit, and then he just fucking do the same
We're
stupid
the
thing.
best. It's always been the best.
Everybody loves Donald.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. That's the thing.
A lot of people do though. That's the thing.
My family.
I mean, I just don't get it.
It's gonna be great.
They're real concerned about the changing of power.
It is kind of scary for, assault weapons and gun bans.
And
Yeah.
people with more money than me,
Right.
when it comes to taxes and shit, like, they're concerned for sure. My dad bought everybody Traegers, I think, just so he could write it off.
It's just like
That's how that.
if we could see exactly where the money's going, I think people would be more willing to fucking pay taxes.
100%.
But everybody's afraid that because they are spending it on bullshit. They're
Right.
spending it on stupid shit that we all aren't.
Fucking bonuses and
The
shit.
blockchain, that's gonna fix that.
Everybody
Yeah.
in the country just making significantly less money. Not everybody, but a large population. And all of them, they're the ones telling us we can't work. And their salary stays fucking steady, dog.
Right.
That's why we need to stop making laws and just build technology that just doesn't allow that shit to happen. Like, we can all see where this fucking money's going. It's just where people get corrupted by power and money. Everybody does.
Yeah.
Well, then when they're allowed to have control of where our money goes and then corrupt, it is never good.
a problem with a lot of large organizations is that, like, the people who get advanced are the people who are willing to do anything
game.
to make that happen. Yeah.
And then they get to the top, and then they're playing the game.
Exactly. And the people that are just trying to, like, do good, but not necessarily, like, be the most advantageous for the organization, but maybe the most, like, honorable thing, they don't get promoted. And
That's exactly why drugs are illegal.
right.
That exact reason. Big pharma, fucking just greasing palms, just playing the game, just following the money, and then we can't do drugs legally, and that is horse shit.
Well, that, and then,
I
like, a
love
lot
drugs.
of racist shit back in the, like, 50s and 60s, too.
Well, yeah, but that was all a front, That was all a front for fucking, what was his name? The guy that brought wild pigs to America.
Crocodile Dundee.
You know who I'm talking about. The guy, fuck. There's a whole movie
what
about
else
him.
did he do?
Citizen Kane.
Orson Welles?
Nope.
No, what?
That
what?
guy
No.
wrote something.
No, fucking. I'm close though. No, I'm fucking high.
Citizen
God damn
Kane
it.
was about this dude, but he owned all the papers.
What is this now?
And
I
then
know who you're
everything
talking
started
about.
changing to hemp, and he owned the media literally because the media was the newspapers.
Rupert
Right.
Murdoch?
Nope.
No.
And Orson Welles, yeah.
Orson Scott
Aliens, yeah.
Card. Aliens.
But yeah, he didn't want to
Sigourney
switch over
Weaver.
all his fucking, because he owned all the lumber yards too, and the fucking big swaths of forests that he was taking the lumber from, and he didn't want to switch to hemp. So he started this whole thing about how cannabis. Yep. No, not cannabis. Marijuana. It's on the wall right there. Marijuana was being used by blacks and Mexicans to rape white women basically,
Right.
and put it in all the papers, and making marijuana illegal made hemp illegal too because they didn't know the difference. So now he didn't have competitors in another market, right? Like
This
hemp
guy sounds like an asshole.
hemp went away. No, just a complete piece of shit. Just a terrible person. I wish I remembered his name.
Sounds like he got it pretty early in the morning, though.
Got up early?
Yeah, to do
Oh,
all that shit.
No, he was a go-getter.
Yeah.
I was up at 4:30 this morning, turned on a heater in my greenhouse, and then 5 minutes later collapsed.
Saw that.
Collapsed.
Damn.
Do you think you're going to be able to repair it? It looks
Oh, yeah.
pretty fucked.
Oh yeah.
Like, you just got to do new pipes and new
yeah,
plastic.
I'm just gonna replace
Yeah.
everything.
It's gonna pretty much be a
Everything concreted in
remodel.
is good.
Stays
Yeah.
Right.
Everything else,
Gone.
pretty much. Yeah. It was a super cool thing to wake
We
up
got a
to.
lot of snow really quick.
Yeah, and it was heavy.
Yeah.
And then I heard that. Shiva freaked out. So turned on a heater, came back, took off my clothes, laid back in bed. 4:35 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Fucking heard that. Heard everything break. Shiva freaked out. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to go start shoveling. I just put on my fucking snow pants, my muck boots. I just went and shoveled the hill so we could get out. Or Kelly could get out, really.
Shit.
It's 2
Orson
hours.
Welles directed it. That's
Right.
why I said
So
that.
as a kid,
Yeah.
yeah. Who's the guy?
I don't know. I still
Oh
can't
my
figure that
God.
out. I'm fucking high. I'm sorry.
I couldn't.
I
do
have
any
a
better.
baby. I don't smoke weed very often
Come on,
anymore.
young Philip.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like I was saying. Long story short, guy's an asshole.
Yeah. Long story short, the guy's an asshole.
God damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue. I just
I'll
can't
think about it.
fucking make it happen.
You're gonna be falling asleep tonight. Like,
No, it's,
get it out.
yeah, it's gonna wake me up like my greenhouse collapse. Like ah, some bullshit. I went in there, so we do this thing at work when it's slow. They're like, who wants to go home? Because we staff for like a busy day,
Right.
you know? But if it's slow, somebody gets to go home. Then if more than one person wants to go, you roll dice. And you got to get 7 or 11.
Okay.
You get a rebuttal. If you hit 7 or 11, the game keeps going. And it always comes down to me and this one dude. And today, first roll, he rolled an 11. I rolled an 11. Then it was fucking on, you know?
Shit.
Then all the excitement comes. I know I have so much to deal with here. And I have my buddy coming over to plow, and I'd like to give him some direction,
Right.
you know? And there's a fucking manhole that I really don't want him to hit because it sticks out of the ground like 8 inches. It's a whole thing. So there's a lot
Manhole
riding on
thing.
this game of dice, right? And it's just like 11,
money.
11, 7, 7. And the kitchen is around us like, it's fun. It's a
Yeah.
good time. Like, you don't, there's no money on it, but your freedom's on it.
Yeah, totally.
So I won. The dice god smiled upon me today. I got to come home, and I went to like go try to pull like all the heaters and shit out of there, but it had collapsed more because everything like started settling towards the middle.
Right.
So everything is like the snow is sitting on the heaters and
Oh,
the propane tanks and shit. So I pretty much decided the plastic's trash, right? So I just went in between them, and it could also collapse further.
Right.
So I'm scared. It's fucking scary. It collapsed 5 minutes after I was in it. I like when that happened. I was like, I could have been in that motherfucker. I was walking around like fucking nervous, but I was crawling around after work,
Right.
and yeah, I just decided to just cut slits to fucking get all the shit off of it when it melts. I don't know what else to do. It's trash. I mean,
Yeah, my greenhouse collapsed this year.
oh yeah,
I was in it trimming,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it just like inflated. It sucked. No, it
breathed?
deflated. I guess it sucked in and then you could just hear the wind coming across the roof of my house, and it just exploded and came back in on me. And
Oh man.
yeah, it's gone. I had to chop it down.
You got the lighter.
I know.
Ah, damn it. Oh, there it is.
When I was a kid, my dad and I are like taking a barn apart because we lived on like a ranch, and there are all these.
Amish.
Yeah, exactly. We're Amish.
Pretty much.
So we took the buggy. We got some hammers at the store, and then we were taking.
Also in Boston.
Boston Amish.
Isn't that where they live? Oh no, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was
Whatever.
park the buggy.
Park the buggy in the yard.
Sorry, didn't mean to derail your
No,
story.
Fucking car in my
Now
ass.
it's better. Now it's better. So we're taking this barn apart, and I'm on the roof, and my dad's like pulling like the siding off.
I'm
of
guessing like 2 stories. Like,
Yeah, it was
you're at least
tall.
20 feet up.
I was exactly 20 feet up, way the fuck up there.
Right.
And I'm taking off the pro panel and just like throwing it down, which is actually really fun because you could like try and knife like cattails and shit.
Uh-huh.
Not like the
No, I get it.
I hate
Yeah.
cats. I get
Yeah,
it.
the cats are
I hate
fucking
cats
dicks.
too, but the plants are even worse. So he pulls this one board off, and like all the like beams were rotten at the base, and the siding was like all that was holding it.
It was
up.
the structure.
Yeah. So he pops like the final board that can take it off, and the whole thing just like hinges down with me riding the roof
You're like
of the fucking,
on a wave.
on a wave with a fucking piece of 4x pro panel in my hand.
The scariest part.
Dude, and it landed, and I just threw it and
Yeah.
then fell over. But I
It's
was
like a motorcycle. Just get it away
yeah,
from
just
you, dude.
fucking go away.
Worse than a motorcycle.
But I felt like I got away with murder that day.
Were you on the side that went down first?
Dude, the roof stayed perfectly level the
Right.
entire way to the
Nice.
ground. It just like fell over.
Were you on the falling side or the back side?
I was on the peak, so I had like
Ah.
1 foot on either side.
Oh,
how
it fell sideways?
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
I see.
That's how you know 9/11 was an inside job.
Exactly.
Did you tuck and roll?
No, I think I
You
just
just landed
kinda-
on
I
your
pretty much
superhero
ate
landing?
Shit. No,
Oh.
I just like ate shit down the roof.
Nice. Any injuries?
Just my pride.
Just my pride.
I'd be pretty proud of that.
Yeah, no, it was some redneck shit.
Dude, I love redneck shit. It's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Wear gloves.
Yeah.
Tell you that
Definitely need
right
I knew
now.
so many farmers and shit that just like were missing half their hand because they stuck it in the combine.
It's fucking great. Boston farmers, obviously.
The hay baler got it.
The hay baler. Do Amish have hay balers?
No.
Just like some sort of.
They have
They
one
have
where you pull
children.
behind
They
a
have
horse.
8 children.
That's a plow.
No, but they have balers and
Yeah.
shit that you pull behind tractors. I'm sure you can pull them behind a horse.
No, that's true.
There's no engine in them. There's no motor.
Right, but they run off the PTO on the tractor.
That's what I was
Don't you
thinking.
know fucking
You're right.
But they might
I'm an
have.
idiot.
Horses
might-
don't have PTOs, Brian.
You put it in their asshole,
Yeah, you
and it starts spinning.
didn't know that, Drew.
Ever put your dick in a horse's ass?
You're just like a prop on the back of it.
But
That's
they
a
gotta
great-
have. They have to have something, right?
That's
They're just out there with the fucking. Maybe they are. They're fucking Amish.
That's why so many murderers use those things. The
Right.
scythe,
The scythe.
right?
That's what I was.
After 4 hours of cutting hay, just over it.
want to kill a bitch.
You're like Brian scrubbing his trailer.
Yeah.
90 minutes max, dog. Every time I try to put in longer, I just start hating Evan. Like, I'll cook with you all day, dog, but scrubbing has a time limit. I'm fucking over this. He's usually done too.
He's not like a go-getter.
No, he is a go-getter. But
Need to get some
have you ever
caffeine
scrubbed the
pills.
ceiling for 90 minutes? It's
No.
awful, dude. Like,
No, that sounds
it's
horrible.
just dripping on you.
It's the worst.
Your shoulders are tired. It fucking sucks. So 90 minutes is it's a good time to set, methinks. Well,
wear
in
a
my
raincoat?
experience, I'm drinking and I still hate it. No, I wear my old purgatory sweater that I painted a house in once. Nice. So it's all fucked up. So a little bleach isn't going to hurt anything. You know?
No.
When I was doing that floor, I got so drunk a couple of times just running the sander. Like, you can tell looking at it now, like there's a
Yeah, that's why a lot of my home projects were fucked up.
yeah.
'Cause
It's
I
pretty
needed to
presentable,
drink.
but yeah.
I probably drink more than I work.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
why.
have to fucking just get through that shit.
Yeah.
It's so horrible.
You can definitely tell the projects where I was like, cocaine will help with this project.
Oh my god.
It's like half-assed.
Cocaine didn't
Grab a
help.
cocaine god. Yeah. Yeah.
Did more cocaine than you did work.
Just rushed. Yeah. I was in the zone.
That's why sometimes it is good for getting shit done, but it also, you just want to keep going back and do more cocaine. You're like, okay, yeah, we can do more.
Yeah, I did this for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Another bump.
Yeah, we can do that.
The cocaine works better if you don't have more.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
It's
if you
the
don't have
best.
more in your pocket, like an hour later, you're like, I still kind of feel that cocaine. But if there's more in your pocket, you're like, I don't feel nothing.
Yeah. I got to do more cocaine.
Gotta do more cocaine.
You just want to do more cocaine.
yeah.
It's
Luckily,
not even fun.
I mean,
And I do it every goddamn time it's offered.
yeah.
Really?
No,
No,
I
no,
turn
that's-
it down.
I have turned it down a lot recently.
If I get offered cocaine at 8:30 at a mic,
Yeah.
I gotta work the next day. I'm just like, what am I gonna do for the rest of the night if I do cocaine with you? Like, I'm
Right.
not gonna be able to sleep for 3 hours. The good feeling's gonna go away in 45 minutes, maybe, and then I'm just
On the
gonna be
outside.
awake.
The worst hangovers ever. Cocaine
Yeah.
and drinking all night.
Depends on
Just
what you're
feels-
drinking, methinks.
At any time. Doesn't matter. Because my nose gets so fucked up.
I like cocaine.
Yeah.
I can't find it. If I was on stage, this would be good fishing, but
Right.
I'm not on stage, and
Yeah.
anybody that hits me up about this that I don't know, I'm fucking not interested. Keith
Sketchy.
Winchester was going to try to make it to this, but he couldn't make it.
Right on.
Fun fact.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Trivia. Spotlight trivia.
One time I did cocaine with Keith Winchester. It was Snowdown. I
we
feel like it's
assume.
super
I
justified.
understood. I wasn't
Cocaine's
gonna say
legal
anything.
during Snowdown.
I don't think that's right.
That's what it stands for. If you don't get caught.
Yeah, that's what it stands for with the locals. A lot of them, but I don't think it's actually legal
Did you hear about
during Snowdown.
the last Snowdown we were allowed to celebrate, which was last year, I guess. I'm already thinking this Snowdown's gonna be awful. Or
Yeah, I don't think they're
non-existent.
doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no Snowdown. This
Whatever. Outside of all the restaurants, is gonna be. People are gonna gather,
Oh yeah.
you know, and they're just gonna wear more clothes because it's fucking freezing here. But they're gonna gather.
And some of them are going to be in costume. A lot of them are.
Yeah.
They're just
Sean
going to make up
Moriarty.
their own theme.
Sean Moe is definitely gonna be in costume.
Think he'll go out?
He'll wear a costume to the podcast. I bet.
Yeah. It'll
What
be.
was the theme supposed to be?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I haven't thought about Snowdown at all.
Yeah, because we had an entire fucking year stolen from us.
We did.
I don't like.
Maybe more.
Goddamn Chinese virus.
China.
Yeah, honestly, losing my job might have been one of the better things to happen to me this year.
Sweet.
I'd been there for like 8 years.
Yeah.
I was over it.
Yeah.
I literally got one raise. Wasn't a lot in 8 years, you know, and I was fine with what I was making for the work I was putting in.
Yeah.
I'm making about the same now, more hours for sure, but I'm actually around people.
Yeah.
So I'm actually
You're
like
a social butterfly.
A kitchen vibe, dude,
Right.
is good.
Good for
Like
Brian.
I get to talk mad shit, like
Yeah.
mad shit, and it's fun.
Brian was just self-destructive out in the woods. Like, fuck you, bro.
Dude, you know how many times
Cursing out an oak tree.
Yeah.
I've thought about driving off a cliff hundreds of times. Dude, on a snowy
I'm so
morning,
glad you're in the kitchen too
in
now.
a snowy morning when I was like trying not to drive
Wait
off
till
a
he sees
cliff,
the knives.
and it was just
This
hours
might
of.
be a good way to end the day.
There was no. This is the beginning of the day, like getting stuck and like digging my truck out and
That's what I
still
meant,
going up
end the
fucking
day early.
jackknives, and then just like, yeah, exactly, just like me and Shiva are gonna go off this goddamn cliff. I'm over it. I'm sick of digging out this goddamn truck over and over.
Yeah, the winters sound horrible.
It's a lot of work, man.
The summers sound pretty cool.
And the thing is, like, you knew if you just got in the backhoe, you're gonna make it home.
Yeah.
There's no chance you're not getting out of there. Like, you can fucking pick yourself up with the buckets and put yourself back on the road if
Right.
you need to. You know, I did it 100 times, but it's so much slower than the truck.
Yeah.
You're like, do I want to be out here 6 hours or 3 hours? Like, if I take the truck and don't get stuck, I'm out of here in 3. You know,
Yeah.
but so many
Backhoes aren't
times I
fast.
should have taken the back. Yeah, especially with a giant snow
The
plow on
further
the
away you
front, like,
get, the longer it is to walk back to the backhoe.
dude, I had to walk. Me and Shiva in a blizzard walked like 2
Poor
miles,
Shiva.
dude. 2 miles.
Just
Like,
dragging
I'm
her tits
basically
on the
naked.
snow.
There was no tire tracks. It was over my muck boots.
Oh,
The
Oh,
snow,
God.
dude. Because the backhoe was in the forest. I had to drive to get to the backhoe. Dusty was like, it's not going to snow that much. I'm going to leave it up here. Brian can come get it. He parked it in the furthest, snowiest part. I got stuck way before that. And it was about the same distance to walk to a house, call somebody, wait an hour and a half in a storm, you know, for somebody to get out there. Or I could just walk to the motherfucking backhoe. So me and Shiva fucking hoofed it, dog. And I carried her half the way because I felt so bad. I was wearing like 2 jackets and like had Shiva under my Carhartt. It was so cold and
I bet.
wet. It was one of the worst days of my life.
So when you got to the backhoe,
I was lucky there wasn't a gun in it. I would have ended it, dog. Shot the dog, shot myself.
murder suicide.
It's either that or she freezes.
Yeah.
And she drug her tits off. So the backhoe is an enclosed cab.
It was an enclosed cab that took about an hour to warm up. But luckily I was hot and sweating by the time I got there. But it
But
took
it
me
contained a murder suicide is
Oh,
kind of what I'm
yeah.
asking. Okay.
It would have been ugly, dude.
Lots of cracks and crevices.
Dark
with things
red,
to
yeah.
trip into.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
really
I
glad
took
that
2
didn't happen.
beers, like for the walk, because I was like, "This is gonna suck. Might as well drink a beer," because that was the kind of job I had. I was plowing roads in the middle of nowhere. Who gives a fuck? But, yeah, halfway through, I drank 1 beer very quickly because I realized that holding a beer and like trudging through the snow wasn't conducive. So I drank 1 beer and then I stashed a beer on the side of the road, and I did pick it up on the way back in the backhoe, but it just kept like almost falling out of my pocket, and I was like trying to carry the dog.
Right.
It was a fucking shit morning, dude. That was how my day started. It was rough. And who knows how long it took me to get out of this driveway. It's a fucking shit show.
My
I
last
wasn't there.
bad day was my daughter shit all up her back, like into her hair and around her shoulders, and I was like, how did that happen?
I put a belt on her.
Yeah, it was rough.
Try to contain it.
She had prunes. We needed to poop though. She hadn't
Right.
pooped in a while. But it was just
How
it
long
was
does a
very
baby
rough.
go without pooping? Like, what's her record?
Depends on the
Good
stage.
question, Drew.
Like newborn stage, they shit all the time and they drink all the time. Right now, if she doesn't poop after like 2 or 3 days, I'm pretty concerned.
So it's like adult rules.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much
you
every
hit 2
day.
days without a poop.
Yeah,
Not good.
I start worrying.
yeah.
Drink some water.
Steak and salad.
In between newborn and right now, like before she started eating solids, it could go a couple days, and I wasn't that worried about it because she was using most of the milk
Right.
that she was getting.
Be thankful for it too.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
like I haven't cleaned up
Dude.
and shit in 24 hours.
The milk poops are so easy. Like they really don't stink that bad. It kind of smells like breast formula or breast or formula, but the solids are rough, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, human shit.
And yeah, she
Terrible.
kicks around and rolls around, and you gotta like lock her in.
They're not like a
She
shark.
fucking-
You don't just bop them on the nose.
Nah.
Because if a shark
Nah.
attacks you, that's what you do.
Oh yeah. No, I think that's frowned upon
For babies.
for babies. Yeah.
That just reminded
She's
me.
not a shark. She doesn't. I'm not worried she's gonna bite me. But
You should
I am.
be.
Yeah,
I don't want her to.
I don't know. Rolling in poop seems worse.
It's not that bad. When it's your own kid, I don't think you want to punch.
Just
him
hold
the
her
face.
up in the shower.
Done that.
I bet. That's the solution I could think of.
Yeah.
Except
We
my
even
shower
got a
leans away from the drain, which is a whole
We
other
even got
problem.
a shower head that has a temperature on it, so I can get
There
it
you
right
go.
at the right temperature. Don't burn her.
That's what I do with my dog when he gets
Shit.
totally fucked up. It's
Put him
like,
in the tub.
yeah, I just carry him and throw him in the tub.
It depends on what it is my dog rolled in. If it's elk shit, goose shit
Oh, she's
is
getting the cold water.
one of the
The
worst.
hose,
cold water
Yeah.
hose bath.
Getting the hose, dog. At least to get the fucking
funk off.
the top layer. Yeah. We're gonna try with soap, but not get too intense.
Skunk's pretty bad.
Skunk.
Oh,
Chronic
man.
got into a skunk a few years ago, and I just locked him up on the front porch. I was like, you got to sleep out here. It was in the middle of summer, so. But if it was in the winter, his ass would have been out there too,
Yeah.
because it was so bad.
Dude, my dog Pocket got sprayed at my mom's house when he was a puppy.
And Pagosa.
Yeah. Like fucking bad. Like right before we were about to go to bed. So I had to get him in the fucking bathtub at her house because she didn't want him sleeping outside either. She lives in like a neighborhood. And just like gagging, scrubbing that dog off, like fucking
It's rough.
retching. It smelled so
Did I
bad.
tell you about the time she rolled in human shit?
No, but dogs do like to do that.
I'd had her for just like almost a year. It
Yeah.
was barely enough to make me keep her. Like I almost left her in Silverton, dude.
Really?
4th of July, there was like 40 of us, like 30, 40 of us, like on that ridge outside of Silverton.
Uh-huh.
We were watching the fireworks, you know. We had a
Yeah.
buddy go there a week earlier to reserve the spot, and then
That's
people
funny.
just started flooding in. He was basically homeless at the time, so it worked out.
Right.
Like, you want to go live in a pretty place for a week? Sure.
Fuck yeah.
I remember 4th of July, we were on acid, just fucked up. And he had this chicken salad that he bought on his way to Silverton, like a
Uh-huh.
week before, in his cooler that there was no more ice in. It was just
Okay.
water. But he was on acid, and he was like smelling it, you know, and we all kind of noticed. And he'd been on acid for days. Like,
Right.
He was
that
just-
was his thing.
He was living in Silverton in the woods. Like, he was just tripping balls for days, running people out of there. Like, ah! And, yeah, he was trying to eat this chicken salad, and we all saved his life. Me thanks.
He didn't eat it.
He didn't eat it. Nope. But one of his piece of shit hippie friends shit right by the right by the parking lot, dude. Like, through a little bit of trees. They just shit in the middle of this big open area. Didn't try to bury it. Didn't try to shit in the
Do
woods.
nothing.
There was just, I saw Shiva rolling in something. Then I saw white
Oh, no.
of toilet paper. And then no snow, you know?
Right.
Toilet paper and shit. And then I cleaned her off in the creek. Best I could.
Right.
It was awful. The things we do for our dogs.
Totally. Feel better.
So much better. Let's have just like a tiny little bladder.
Cute little.
Cute little bladder.
little
Jeez,
bladder.
little kiwi in there. Gonna go drain mine too.
Drain the hog. I've seen Drew's dick. I'd call it a hog.
I can imagine.
Yeah. He owns a house.
Yeah. It's big dick energy.
Big dick energy for sure. As far as my friends, Drew definitely has some big dick energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know who doesn't? Dave.
Knew that was coming.
Yeah. Weird. Getting predictable.
Yeah.
See my new map? I wanted a map,
Oh.
but I can't see it.
Yeah, I was
It
wondering.
doesn't help at all.
I know where things are.
I kind of know where things are.
Yeah.
But not like the little countries where I'm like, where's that? You know, I can't tell where that is from here. But my lovely girlfriend got it for me for Christmas, and I love it.
That's dope.
But I want a big one.
Yeah.
I want a fucking big map.
I thought you bought a globe.
I have a globe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it would block your head if I put it right here.
Because I'm
I've
short.
thought about putting it here. No, it's just
No, I'm just joking.
the angle. You
Yeah,
know,
no,
I've
sick.
thought about putting it here because so many times I'm like, "Where's that?" Oh,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? Because I'm an idiot.
We can get a small globe. But then it might not show all the
Ex-
little countries.
same.
Yeah.
Same. Like if that was a globe, it's almost too small.
Right.
It's a goddamn issue. It does look like boobs, kind of, and I like that. Or balls. Depends on your orientation.
Did you just call the map balls?
Or boobs.
Boobs?
Balls
Yeah,
or boobs.
Depends on your orientation.
I guess.
What you're into. It's like an ink blotter.
Could be a butt too.
Or butt.
Nice bubble butt. Yeah.
Yeah, bubble butt.
It's a fat ass. Yeah.
You got me too goddamn high.
Sorry.
I knew I shouldn't have smoked the whole thing.
Are you too high, Drew?
I'm pretty high, but I just barely
You-
touched it.
you did
so,
great. I
Yeah.
should have done
I
the
feel
same
pretty appropriate.
Nice. Me
Yeah.
too. I haven't seen you in a while. Anything interesting going on? Other than your
Dude.
floor?
Started ice climbing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been backcountry skiing, ice climbing.
Fuck
You're
yeah.
always so fucking shy with the interesting stuff. Why is it so hard to draw out of you?
I don't know.
thing.
I feel like one of our
balls
podcasts.
and dicks.
Yeah, we were talking about dicks for a while, and then it got quiet. I was like, "What's going on with you?" And you were like, "Me and my buddies are gonna do a dirt bike race from Reno to somewhere. I don't know.
Vegas to Reno.
Yeah,
Vegas to Reno.
Reno.
Yeah,
It's
that's
500
I
miles.
remember that.
it's like the Mint 500,
Mint 400.
Mint 400.
Yeah, very very similar though. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I went backcountry both days last weekend. It was fucking awesome,
Sick.
but it's sketchy up there
I bet.
for sure. Yeah, like you could see where huge like natural avalanches had happened just
Oof.
from like the weight on the shitty snowpack from
Yeah.
like more snow.
Oh, I saw one of those this morning.
Yeah, ripping out like the side of a mountain. But
Where were you at?
up on Red Mountain,
Okay. That's
Um,
we're pretty far up there.
yeah, we were like at 11.5.
Wow.
But the tree skiing seemed pretty safe, and
Yeah.
there was like a lot of like backcountry skiing is just a lot of like effort, like walking.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you go literally a mile an hour like up the hill.
Right.
You're so slow. But it was a lot of that, and then like 2 of the runs were just I don't know, like maybe 7 or 8 turns of just perfect powder, like bottomless, just perfect.
Yeah.
And then a lot of it was just like icy,
Sketch.
Yeah, sketchy, just shitty chop.
Damn.
You're just like bouncing down the mountain. But it's cool. I love getting out there.
You got to go through the bullshit to get to the good shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's how it is sometimes.
It's worth it, I think.
I know. I want to go snowboard tomorrow, but my knee hurts.
Fucking knee.
I got so much snow. Bums me out. Me and Evan
A
were
lot.
planning on going to Wolfie tomorrow, but
Really?
yeah, we'll see.
Fuck, that sucks.
We're getting old, man.
I know.
I just turned 31.
Yeah, I'm almost
Baby.
31.
Crazy.
God, you're a baby.
How old
How
are you?
old are you?
35.
Really? Oh, thought you were older than that.
Look, every bit of
I
it.
thought you were like 46.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I thought you were closer to our age.
So you bought a house when you were like 25?
27 or 28.
Nice.
Yeah.
You already had like a software engineering job?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd been doing it for maybe 3 or 4 years. So I wasn't making like that good of money. I
Right.
was making like 40, which is enough.
It's more than I make.
Yeah, it was enough to convince the banks. So,
Yeah. Nice.
but it was not enough to buy a house. Like I definitely had to have like as many roommates as I could.
Bro.
Did that suck?
Kinda,
Like
because
you're
like
the owner of the house?
yeah, and I'd like just bought it, but
Yeah.
it's still like a college house,
Right.
which I definitely snapped a couple times and was like, "Fucking, you are not doing that in here." But like with decorations or
Oh, I
like
thought
somebody
like-
wanted to do a party or
You're
something.
like heroin pasties or something.
Heroin.
No, that was generally that was
You're not-
fine.
you're
That
not
was
doing
okay
that in
with
this
that.
house.
No, that's fine.
It was just the decorations.
Drugs
Well,
are
just
fine.
like drawing on the walls and their own shit.
Oh, yeah.
Drawing on the walls with their own shit.
Yeah, I've been pissed off.
I
about
draw
that
the line
too.
there too. I don't even own this place. Yeah. Fucking lose my shit.
Just like throwing boogers at
You
the chairs.
probably
and,
kicked him out.
If my girlfriend did that, I'd freak out.
I
She
would be-
basically runs this fucking
I would
place.
be just concerned if I walked home and Coel was rubbing shit on the walls. I made a pretty picture.
What music do you think she'd be listening to?
Probably a Justin Timberlake song.
Dude, yeah, that song.
Or JT.
Yeah, probably Justin Timberlake.
Just snapped. Like, hit me, baby, one more time. She's
That's
drawing a
Britney
fucking
Spears.
stick figure and shit.
Yeah, it would definitely be Britney Spears.
It depends on how good the art is. Let's be
Right.
honest. If it's like childish, terrible,
I'm
they
still
snap.
probably
But if it's beautiful,
What
you're like,
if it's just like a
therapy.
scene of murder?
with shit.
Yeah, just like shit.
I would
Just like a gory scene.
expect
drawn.
she's about to pick up a knife and murder me.
Yeah. Bail out of there, maybe.
Right.
Again, I'm gonna tie her up, regardless.
Even with a
Take
knife,
her
I'm
to
pretty sure I
therapy.
could take my girlfriend.
Like,
Just
you need
a Spartan kick to the chest will solve that problem. She's trying to kill me in this
tying
situation.
your wife up for painting on the walls with shit sounds like
If
maybe
she
a
was coming
BDSM
after-
thing.
If she,
I disagree. I feel like
that's what we're into.
It's a kink.
yeah. Tired of the bed. It's different.
Rub shit on her face.
Got you.
More thing.
There is a video out there somewhere on the internet
Oh,
that
for sure.
that is involved.
There's a bunch of them. That's what bums
I
me
was
out.
out at 2 Girls 1 Cup. Like,
Yeah, me too.
20 seconds
I'm
into that, and
good.
I'm like, I'm never watching
watched the
another one
whole
of these.
thing.
Really?
Yeah, but we were at a party, and
Yeah.
the guy that was showing it to us, he was like so stoked, and then wanted to watch it again. He's like, "Let's watch it again," and he was just excited to see people get grossed out by it.
Right. Some
But it
people are into
scarred
that.
me for a couple days. Like I remember the next day I was already hungover, and I went to eat breakfast with my dad, and I got chicken fried steak and eggs, and I just was thinking about it through the whole breakfast. It
Just
was
staring
rough.
at your cup.
Yeah. Ugh. And it's not just they're eating shit, but then they like start throwing up in each
Yeah.
other's mouths and shit. It's so bad. And
Spoiler
there's
alert.
there's so many.
Spoiler alert.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
It's not worth it unless you're into that kind of thing.
If you haven't seen it already, you probably shouldn't watch it.
People are like, "Oh, it's not really poop." They put pudding in their ass. It's like, I don't care.
Right.
They still did some nasty
Something
shit.
that came out of their ass
Yeah.
and then vomit.
At the
That's
very
all
worst,
disgusting.
or very best, they're chewing with their mouth open, which is still gross.
That's the worst part,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's a pet peeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I'm
The
glad I
poop
don't
lay
have
doesn't bother
those
me that much.
friends that send me that
Poor
shit
manners
anymore.
that get me.
Yeah.
Yeah. When people first started sending those videos to their friends, you would get some that were just so... And we were like 17, 16,
Emailing
17.
them to each other like
yeah.
fucking cavemen.
I had friends who were just so excited about that. There was like a chick jerking off a horse. Like it was just a
Right.
gif of a horse coming in her face. It was just like...
Dude, I had this friend that whenever I'd get an email from him, it was like a don't fucking open that at work sort of thing. Like you never knew what Patrick was going to send you.
Ugh.
Fucking gnarly shit.
Fucking bad.
Fucking Patrick, cake farts.
Yeah, my parents monitored my phone pretty heavily. And, yeah, had a lot of questions a few times.
I
Because a
bet.
friend was like, and send it to me. And then I'd leave my phone on the couch while I was taking a piss. My mom would fucking just go through it. There wasn't, like, Face ID back then. You know?
Or passwords.
Yeah, just
Passwords hadn't been invented.
go through it and be horrified. And yeah, that's where I learned how to lie.
You were lying way before that.
Well, my strict
Lion
mom,
Brian, they
Yeah.
call you.
my strict mother made me lie,
It
Brian.
just it makes you lie when you're too strict.
Your mom was strict.
Super.
Yeah,
Really?
she was hardcore.
She seems so chill now.
She's beat
She's
Phil. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that story.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah. It was a pattern. It was a pattern.
Parents were young.
Yeah.
My parents
And overwhelmed.
were.
And we were
Overwhelming.
slightly. Yeah. We wanted to live.
We want to live.
We were definitely little shits.
Give me a little taste of freedom. I was a classic give me an inch, take a mile kid. At least that's what my mom told me. But yeah, I just seemed to take things way too far. And my mom was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I told you could do this, not roam town.
Burn the house down.
Oh.
Yeah, one time we rode our bikes like just miles away. And I was like, yeah, we're just going over to our friend's house. And then I got there and called her, and she's like, where's your friend live? Because it was like an hour later, like 45 minutes later. And I told her, and she was like, what? Like, what the fuck are you doing all the way over there on a bike? And then I was
Those trips were so fun when you'd take off and go like as far as you could on your bike.
yeah.
Right.
And we went to the mall one time, and
Didn't we get pulled over?
no, this was when I was with Corey,
Uh.
and we were crossing the street, going over to the mall, and this lady, she was Asian.
Obviously worked at the nail salon. Yeah.
It's just facts.
Jesus.
She might have.
There was a nail salon right there, right by that
She
intersection.
ran the red light, and I remember like watching her coming, and I just passed, and then she slammed into Corey, and it was rowdy.
Like hit her with her car?
Yeah, she ran the red light. We were crossing through the crossing guard.
Hit him with her car.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm high.
I feel less bad about it if it's a dude. I don't know. Especially this
It
dude.
was
He was a
rowdy.
douche.
Yeah, he was kind of a douche.
I was in a car that hit somebody once. I was sitting in the
Were you
passenger
driving?
seat.
I was
No,
in
I
a
was
car
like-
that hit somebody once.
I was shotgun, and we were driving through the high school parking lot,
Hauling ass.
hauling ass
Yeah.
in my buddy's car, and
What kind of car?
it was like a Ford Taurus, like, it's a pretty sizable vehicle.
Right.
And this God, what was his name? I can't remember the dude's name, but he was like the high school football center or whatever, like huge dude. Fucking just steps right in front of it and bam, fucking face hits the windshield and like caves it in right by me. And then my buddy slams on the brakes and he just goes like
Yeah.
cartwheeling off the hood.
Just
for like,
momentum stopped,
Dude.
but his kept going.
yeah,
weird.
like for 50 feet. Like he flew.
And then we drove away, and I've never heard from any of those guys since.
No, we're
double
like,
tap.
Well, that was the fucked up thing is it was like 2 days before school ended senior year. So like literally
Bro.
that was it.
Did your friend go to jail?
No, like cuz the other dude had been drinking because it's like the end of the year or whatever.
Loopholes, dog.
Like he got in trouble for like speeding really bad, like reckless driving or whatever, but not like
Reckless driving versus hitting somebody. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
totally. Yeah, and then I saw that dude like 2 years later in the Walmart. I guess it's over there.
He was a greeter.
No, he was just like in one of the aisles,
Wheelchair.
and I like walked out and I was like, "Oh fuck, that's so and so." He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And like, he was
Does he have a
chill about
lisp
it.
or anything?
His legs like fucked up.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's changed forever.
yeah,
Damn, dude.
it was gnarly.
End of his football career.
Yeah,
It's
He
unfortunate.
probably didn't have a scholarship, let's
I
be
don't-
honest.
I don't think he
Pagosa?
did. Yeah.
Nah, man. It's intense, dude. Sucks. A lot of people know who you're talking about.
It sucks for him.
For sure.
I don't think I've ever hit anybody or been in a car where somebody was hit.
Have you gotten hit by a car?
Yeah.
I've gotten hit by a car.
Yeah,
I've gotten
I-
hit by 2 cars.
Brian-
I've hit Phil in his truck twice.
Oh, what?
When we used to live together. The first time, because we were going to work and we worked at the same place. And
I was like smoking
I was
a bowl
talking.
driving.
I was talking to Coel on the phone, and I was having a bad morning already.
Just
And
stopped at a
Brian
red
hit
light.
you.
Yeah, and then I just got. I'm like, motherfucker, hold on, somebody hit me, and I turned around and was like, it was Brian. So it dented the bumper just a little bit. He didn't hit me that hard, and then a little while later, probably a couple weeks, maybe a month later,
It was
Our-
snowing.
yeah, and it was like more muddy than anything in our driveway, and we were both coming back from work, flying in. I come into the driveway, and I park under the carport, and then I just look in the rear view, and Brian just like just sliding, and that one really fucked up the bumper. Oh,
I hit Phil twice.
I hit the girlfriend at the time
Oh,
because she kind of parked a little bit sideways.
I was dating this really hot, like, rich chick.
Yeah. And I was
I was
stoned.
batting above average at
I-
the moment. And then Phil fucked up her car.
Yeah, I was super stoned and
ruined
I
everything.
didn't even really look. I just figured there was nobody behind me. But she like parked all stupid.
Yeah, chicks don't park.
Fucking why
Good.
would you park like that?
Chicks park awful.
And so I
dumb.
just scraped down the side of it. She's like, I don't care. My we'll just say that somebody
Hit it at Walmart.
hit it at Walmart.
And
That's
like,
what she did, and her dad fixed it.
Well,
But we didn't date anymore.
Yeah.
That was the last straw. There was some red flags from me before that,
Uh-huh.
and then Phil fucked up her bear, and then she was pretty much done.
it's my fault.
Saved his life.
Yeah,
Thanks,
he
man.
might have.
No, yeah. I could have knocked that bitch up. It would have been awful. Yeah. Ended up like one of those movies.
16 and pregnant.
I was thinking more like the whole 9
He
yards.
was like 20, 19.
19. Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
life changing. We had a lot of fun during our 20s.
Yeah, the craziest bitch I ever met lied to me and said she was pregnant. Yeah. it was-
Fun.
Yeah. This was after she drove through our carport, and there was a whole thing. Yeah.
She was punching him in the face in the middle of the street.
Damn.
Me and Gibby were
Boy's got a chin.
Good
were
thing.
sitting
Just
there. I
like-
don't remember who it was. It was probably that
It
girl.
was that
It
girl.
was that girl and the other girl.
Yeah.
And we were hanging out in Gibby's room. And you just come in and you're like, just letting you know, put up the drugs. The cops might be coming.
Yeah. Because she was like, crashed through the carport, and then there was this, like a vessel, like a compressor tank
Right.
or something right next to the carport where nobody would ever drive. You
Right.
know, like it's right on the carport, but if you crash through it, you're going to hit it.
Right,
So
it's right there.
this got wedged under her truck. So her front tires were off the ground, and she was just like, this F-150, yeah, whatever, her dad's truck, fucked up the cab going through the carport, just drove through a piece of 2-inch pipe, you know,
Shit.
just fucked that up. Then she was stuck. I find out she's drunk. She showed up 20 minutes before this. I had no idea she was hammered. Like, she must have been just, like, drinking the whole way there
Uh-huh.
or something. Just, she had a problem. But,
It was rowdy.
yeah, drove through all that, and then she got stuck, and then my neighbor, who was a kind of a meth head, but he offered to help get her unstuck.
He was a very nice method.
Right.
Very nice.
A lot of them are.
He was awesome.
We
dude.
let him house sit and shit.
Literally. Yeah, we gave him our keys. There was money and weed everywhere. It was crazy.
Always there when we got back.
Yep. But he was trying to help her get unstuck,
Mm-hmm.
but she thought we were towing her truck because she was drunk out of her mind. So she thought we were trying to like take her truck away from her,
I forgot about that.
but we were
part.
just trying to get it off, you know?
Right.
And
Just
so
trying to
she's
jerk it off.
panicking, like fighting, like in the truck, like, "Whoa!" Like trying to drive away. And my neighbor's like, whoa, like I'm just trying to help. He didn't know everything that was going on. I just broke up with her and she panicked.
Nice.
Cause
Meanwhile,
she,
me and Gibby.
she got fucked up. She thought she was going to stay the night, you know, all that jazz. And I was like, you kind of smell like dick. I think you cheated on me. Get the fuck out. And I didn't know she was shit-faced. So she drove through the carport.
How do you know what dick smells like, Brian?
She smelled like sex, and I wasn't a part of it.
'Kay.
So
Yeah.
I was concerned.
It smells
Yeah.
like dick.
It smells like dick. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so she drove through the carport, got stuck, whatever. Neighbor's trying to help. She thinks he's trying to tow her vehicle. She's fighting.
Smells
Whatever.
like dick.
Yeah, it smells like dick. It's disgusting.
It's fucking
Yeah. But
dick
at
breath.
the end of it, we get the truck off the tank or whatever. We get her unstuck, and then she's trying to leave and drive. But now I realize she's shit-faced. She can't walk down the road, you know. And I like stop her because she's like, I'm gonna walk into the highway and fucking kill myself. And
you're
I'm
like,
on
"Do it, dick
probation,
breath."
dog. No, I'm on probation.
Me and
Her
Gibby
dad
are
is a
running
cop.
around while this is all happening. We're running around the house, like putting away all the drugs
Oh
because
shit.
we're just assuming the cops. Luckily,
Because
we
she's
lived in a
yelling
shitty
the road,
neighborhood.
but it's a meth neighborhood,
Yeah.
so,
So everybody's
it
like,
happens. Yeah.
Right.
Everybody's got dirty laundry, you know.
The neighbor's literally a cop. Her dad is a cop.
But they did
I'm
some
on
sketchy
probation.
shit too.
Yeah.
Those
Like-
people are fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that sketchy shit. It seems super dark. But
Okay. Jesus.
yeah, I don't know, man. It was a rough neighborhood, and the cop that lived in that neighborhood, it's a special kind
It
of
was like a horror
person.
movie house.
It
Like it
was.
looked like they had people in the basement, and they were like, you know,
Probably had people.
they
in the
were cool
basement.
with our giant parties and shit. And the dude was a cop, and there was a Doberman tied to the doorknob.
It was obvious
the
we were
house.
selling weed.
Oh yeah, it was weird.
But the neighbor down the road was selling meth. The guy across the street was constantly up at 2 a.m. like listening to music at his garage, like his open, like a carport,
Right.
like painting every piece of his Hemi engine. You know what I mean?
Right.
He
Painted
took
it all
out his
purple
engine and
last
painted
night.
it all purple and green. Yeah,
It's fucking badass.
it was sick.
It was cool.
That sounds badass.
Like I haven't slept in 3 days. Like,
But
well,
he
good
would
to see
stop.
you, Gary.
He
Can I
would
borrow
stop
your
and then
lawnmower?
not do meth for a while.
Yeah. And
They
he
were
was
nice
always
people.
like, yeah, here's my lawnmower. It might take a minute to get it running, but I'll help you if you want.
Just
Like,
sprinkle a little meth in there.
he
it'll
was
start
always
right
down,
up.
yeah. Nicest
Give
guy
it
in
the
the
crystal.
world.
Yeah, so the chick punched Brian in the face. and-
Oh, yeah, in the middle of the road, she was screaming, like, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to run into the highway and do the world a like, rough. I couldn't let her
Unhinged.
drive away. You know what
She
I mean?
might have killed
she
somebody
would have
else.
murdered a family.
Yeah.
For
Right.
sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
She murdered our cardboard.
She already killed something valuable to me. And the meth head actually helped me fix the carport when we moved out.
Nice.
Moral of the story is that guy was very nice.
Yeah, best meth head I ever met. Don't discount every meth head.
At least it wasn't like the Royal Tenenbaums where the beagle got stuck under the car.
Mm.
Super sad.
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't expect you to, Phil.
Yeah. I'm dumb.
It's okay.
I just know Bitcoin,
Yeah, Drew owns a house.
baby shit.
It's a whole thing.
Bitcoin and baby shit. You should do a blog.
It's at least
Probably work.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's in a
baby shit.
bear market, baby shit, bull market.
It's very baby shit's always in a bull market.
Nice.
What time is it?
I don't know. We've been going like 80 minutes. You guys got anything you want to talk about?
No.
Sounds like we should wrap it up.
I gotta not get so goddamn high.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Whose fault is that, Phil?
It's mine. Yeah, I know. I'm a piece of shit.
Okay.
I only brought one beer though, because I knew I was gonna get super high.
Tight move.
Responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, for optics, I rolled everybody their own joint. Real talk, I'm going to smoke the rest of Drew's joint. Morning crop.
I don't get it to go
Oh,
bag.
take it. Take it. There's so many more joints.
Thanks,
I just
Brian.
pre-roll like 100 of them. It's crazy.
It's crazy. He's like, weed Oprah. You get a joint. You get a joint.
I actually just pre-rolled 3 of them
Yeah.
for the podcast.
Oh no, I know.
I'm not crazy.
Whatever, weed Oprah.
But I bought this cigarette case in Santa Fe once,
Mm-hmm.
and it holds 20 joints or cigarettes, but I like to think of it as a joint case.
Sure.
So there was a while there where I was like, there's 20 joints
You're rolling
in this
heavy.
thing all the time. And then I got tired of rolling joints, and then
Where
it
you
just
did
withered.
you have to be obsessive about it?
Well, once you roll 20, smoke 2, you can roll 2, no problem.
Right.
But then I got tired of it, so I just started smoking them down. Because when you have 20 joints, you think it's going to last forever. It's like having a gram of cocaine. You just keep
Right.
doing it.
Never lasts.
And, yeah,
long.
eventually it ran out, and then I started using that box to hold cocaine.
The rare times you have an 8-ball of cocaine, you're like, this is a lot. This is gonna last forever. And
Never
it
does.
usually lasts a night.
Never does.
Because you don't want to do cocaine by yourself. Unless you're doing a project.
I like how this is like Drew's cocaine school.
Yeah.
Like
You've never
guys are
done
teaching
You've
me
never done cocaine, Drew?
twice.
Huh.
I
That's
don't.
good.
I
It's
don't
not that
really-
fun.
I didn't enjoy it.
It's really not my
Do
thing.
you want to plan a podcast where we do?
Oh, good.
We won't tell anybody
I'm
about it.
solid.
We won't tell anybody that we're doing cocaine, but it'll be obvious.
I'm good.
If you use this podcast as
And
like
we'll-
the sample.
And we'll blur it out. If we leave anything on the table.
What if my nose starts dripping?
Have
Just
you
get
ever
a bloody
seen-
nose.
You ever see like a random Greenlight Weekend logo on the table? There might be something on
We
it.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Alleged.
Noticed the next day. Literally.
Oh,
It was
that's
episode 100. It was a celebration.
funny.
So
Now
we
we're
left
gonna
a
do
heroin
you
needle
don't have
out.
to
My bad.
justify it to me.
Okay, we didn't do heroin. Any closing statements, gentlemen?
Cocaine's okay, but
I don't really like it.
do it every once in a while as a tool.
That's how I feel about Adderall.
Eh.
Me and Adderall don't
Do it
play.
as a tool.
No. No, we don't play well together.
Okay.
Yeah. Cocaine, fan. From time to time. If I do cocaine like
Moderation.
6 times a year, I'm okay with it.
I'm
I
way
need to
less than
do-
that now.
I need to do psychedelics 6 times a year and do cocaine like twice a year.
Yeah.
That would be a way
Invert
healthier
that.
balance. Yeah.
For sure.
That balance.
But the whole, you can live on cocaine. You can't. I mean,
A lot of people have tried and failed, Brian.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you can
like
participate in life on cocaine.
Okay.
You cannot participate in life on psychedelics.
That's
you
very
can't.
true.
That's true.
You can't venture out into the world.
No.
You can, but it's risky.
Yeah, be released into the wild.
Yeah, you can drive on a little bit of cocaine. You know what I mean? But
Allegedly.
you do acid. I don't suggest going anywhere.
It's doable.
Even trying to touch keys.
Well, in a pinch,
Yeah.
but
When do you got to?
if you're in a big city,
Yeah, that you don't know really.
yeah,
It's a great time to drive on acid.
big rainstorm, yeah, might as well.
Wonderful.
Never driven a boat, going 70. The interstate.
On the interstate.
land boat.
It was intense. All right. Phil, closing statements.
Love yourself. Be nice to people. Let's stop dividing.
Yeah, I'll support that. I'll like every Facebook post you do
All right, thanks.
with that message.
I try. I'm trying not to be negative on Facebook at all. I
No,
don't.
you're doing good.
I don't comment on any of the shitty comments. People are so mean. Just on like the Durango Herald.
Oh
Just
my
people that
gosh.
used to know each other, and now they're
Right.
all just like cats on the fucking.
I doom scroll that shit
Ugh.
so much.
Yeah.
So gross.
We have friends that use that content in their podcast sometimes. That's
Whiskey reel.
yeah. The riskiest of the wheels.
They're doing great. Maybe we should take on that. No, I don't want to be negative. I don't like it.
Yeah, I only want to talk about things I care about, and I don't care. Like, when I read the news, I'm like, I live in Durango, my greenhouse collapsed. Like, I don't have time for this shit, you know? I gotta shovel my goddamn driveway so I can get to work.
That's Tuesday, brought to you by the Bryan Times.
This is going on in my world.
The Green Light Weekend.
Here's what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, we should just read the paper to people, like the whiskey reel. Yeah. All right, I love you guys.
I'm not gonna shit on the whiskey reel.
I shout them out every fucking
I know.
podcast. I get some negative comments for free. Methinks. Fuck Aaron Brandis. All right.
You see me
said it.
thinks a lot.
I saw Bobby Noyes the other day. We didn't talk a lot, so fuck Bobby Noyes. I love Sean Moe.
Yeah, Sean Moe's the best.
He's the only one that listens to this,
Yeah.
so it's fun. Shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Travel People for this song. Love you guys. Thanks to our sponsors, Dead Room Comedy.
Woo.
Woo.
Dave, if you listen to the whole thing, fuck you.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses, straight passion. My third eye active, watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit vocally. Hearing me locally, lyrically, know what I'm supposed to be, and I don't got no fear of me. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game, and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn the whack news to history. Let them do their thing, instead I put them out their misery. And simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with, still haven't fulfilled a whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm rocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could have died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills. And imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals. Giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican. Beating my chest like, yeah, what my name is. Ink on my chest, what? My homie spray painting. Summer day smoke, skate, PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit. Sit back and face this. Real time, I've been smoking instrumental playlist. Chill in the cut. Now these small places, I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me. It's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away. Stay away.